This is a test with the sunflower plate. Just lay it on something and let your wheel on the back touch, and then you just let it roll along, and then check your seed. Check your seed spacing. I said I'm doing this for a dove plot. So that's fine. That's pretty tight, pretty thick. Now, I had abundance of wiregrass right here. And I sprayed all of this and killed it. But that's a tiller's tool, jitterbug, what do you want to call it? I'm gonna edit them videos in of all that's going on and a this, and it's too a fluff. It really is. It's too a fluff. Hope the wiregrass don't take me over. This is what I'm planting. It's just from Walmart. Hey, how much was this bag? 40 pound bag, huh? 20 bucks. 40 pounds. This is what I planted last year, but I did it in a 40, whatever the 140 is, to cultivate it. 42 inch, 42 inches. A guy told me he did his on 30s. Now, I'm gonna explain that in a minute here. From my axle pin here to about right here, where the outside edge of the tire is about 30 inches. So I'm gonna guess it. And what he said his did is shaded in the grass quick and early. Let's see here. The center of the axle pin now, right here, about 6 inches past the tire, which is about a 2 inches, about the outside of that wheel weight. So I'm gonna hug it a couple of inches on there. I'm gonna hug down to the couple of inches on that, and we're gonna see what happens. And later, if I need to clean the rows out, just the rows, I can flip them around and run me a plow point right in there up front. Just flip them around like this and run me a plow point up through there and clean the rows out. That's my plan. I'll still be able to clean the rows out with the tractor, and that's the plan anyway. I don't know if it's gonna work like that. I may not be thinking about this correctly, but we're gonna try this on the 30-inch rows. All right, this is a sunflower plant. You see what I got that's the pass I made. Got it right off the edge. That's gonna skim the tire right through there. All right, not running no plow points on the back. But what I'm trying to do is, the purpose of this sunflower, I'm trying to shrink the rows down as close as possible to hope to cut down on the minimum amount of grass coming in, because this is just berry seed, it's not Roundup ready. This is what a dove plot I have going on here. I had a great successful hunt here last year with this. I was going to broadcast, step back a minute. All right, let's try to explain this. All right, that's the matter there. That's about that's 32 inches roughly from center to center of that tire mark. That's the closest I can get to 30 where they're getting over in here. Getting that rear tire over on top of this. 32 inches. Now, what I am hoping is, if I do have a grass problem, I still be able to put one plow point up here, kind of just split the two rows just to clean the rows out if I need to. Hopefully that's the plan. If I need to clean the rows out later, I could come in here with a plow point and split the rows even at 32 inches and just clean these centers out between the two rows here. Like I said, this is just for doves, for wildlife. I planted them earlier last year and they headed out too early, too quick. And I ended up, the Tweety birds and everything else eat up before the doves got to get it. So, like 32 inches center to center. Now that ought to leave me enough space to get a plow point back in there. Hopefully. Have a little corn seed hung in there. Hopefully. But I think putting down very much seed, but that's berry seed, so all of it's not gonna even come up. I think putting down very much. But a lot of it's not, like I said, a lot of it's not even gonna come up. It ain't. A lot of it's not even gonna come up. I'm putting about an inch and a half. It's closer to the inch and a half on this because it's tilled, fluffy soil. Get the videos, I'm gonna put that in there. But that's what we got going on here. Last year I put it on whatever the Super A rows were, 40, 42 inches. This year I had a tremendous grass problem. A friend of mine told me to shrink that down to about as close as I can to 30 inches so to shade the ground pretty quick with the sunflowers. So that's what we're trying to do here. We ain't gonna be no healing or nothing like that. If the most, I'll run a plow point. I'll run some sort of point in between the rows at the most. That's what I'm gonna do with it if I need to clean the rows out. Because I can't get them no tighter than 32 inches. But I'll still be able to get over them with the tractor without damaging them that way. I can probably get to 30, but I'm gonna be driving over in the other row and I'm not gonna do that. But anyhow, 32 inches, 32 inch rows. You're just not gonna do a lot of cultivating in here. All right. 32, 34 inch rows, planting sunflowers for the doves, wildlife only. Not too hard to any of these. Just for doves. That's why doves hunted last year in the sunflower block. It's gonna look different this year. Last year I planted 42 inch rows and the grass took it over so bad. Didn't cultivate. I shrunk it on down to a buddy of mine that plants some for running off the edge of the planter line now. It's a couple of inches off of it. But anyhow, 32 inch sunflowers for the doves. We're gonna try this anyway, and hopefully I still have enough space to run a plow point down the road if I need to later to pull out the grass and weeds out the road if I need to. Hopefully it'll shade out quick. Video, this was grass and moss and mess. Goes to show you, you don't have to have a lot of fancy, expensive stuff to make this into clean soil pretty quick. Cousin and uncle, some of the remnants of it, weeds and grass that was here. We took a old rusty old jitterbug and old Roy this and then knocked it out and had it ready for me to plant by the time I got home from work. Cousin runs a shop here at the house, so he ran the house all the time. Uncle was retired, so he was always around. My wife caught the video while I was late. School's out, she got a school bus. School's out right now. So she's here during the day too, for the time being. Anyhow, I'm all 140, baby. Too long. Tomatoes, watermelon, cucumber, corn, sweet corn, bush hog in the distance, pound, plant sunflower for the doves. Yeehaw! Well, I hope this turns out better than it did last year. Last year I had a forest stand, the pH was off on the soil. I put some lime on it last fall. And it was a virgin soil last spring. So I put a lime on it last fall. The pH is close to 7, but anyway, it ain't quite where I want to be. But I'm gonna slowly build this up. put corn on it one year maybe. I haven't get that soil right. I had a cover crop over, deep cover crop over in the winter time. I'm not gonna really put no fertilizer on this. I'm not really planning on it. So, I might waste a bag or two on it, or triple 10 or triple 13 or something. Just triple 13 on it or something. Maybe. I gotta see if I can get the tractor down the road after this is done. The tractor may not fit down the road after I finish. I'm not sure. It's somewhere on the tire, right on the edge of the planter track. That's giving me about 32 inches between the roads. Hopefully I'll be able to get the tractor down the road and at least scratch in between the tire tracks anyway. You ain't gonna get no cultivators or no rolling cultivators with keen scratches in there, but as long as the tractor straddle the road, I can get some heat or some sort down and just to pull the grass in the road maybe. Anyway.
Cass?
Berry seed came up 70–80%. I can deal with that for the wildlife. $20 for a 40-pound bag. I didn't need a 40-pound bag. I probably ain't need to use 10 pounds of it. Maybe 20. It's over half that bag still left with it. Flash rope is a little close to the longer planters in the loose hole. That's all the matter. Sunflowers, berry seed, planted on about 32-inch rows for my little dove plot here. Oh, this size, probably about 10 pounds of seed is all you need. told her to get a 40-pound bag. We'll feed it to the turkeys and stuff. Well, on that 32-inch rows, I should be. I got plenty of space enough to get some feet. I plow foot, some sort of feet down the rows to clean the rows out if the grass gets bad. But a friend of mine, he's doing his on 30-inch rows. He said by the time the grass started getting up there in there, that the sunflowers will get big enough and it chokes them out. But he's using actual seed grade. He bought seed. I'm using bird seed, bird feed, not seed. But he's using actual brought black oil sunflower seed, where I'm using bird seed. So I said bird seed comes up, I get 70-80% germination on it. Last year I used a cold planter, I believe. I used a cold planter with a corn plate. This year, I mean, it put them down pretty thick. But putting them down thick ain't gonna really matter a whole lot because, like I said, a lot of them not gonna germinate. A lot of them ain't gonna germinate. We just need some rain on it now. I thought I was seeing things when I was planting this. I thought I'd see a piece of yellow corn every so often. But yeah, perfect wildlife blend. Got a piece of corn every so often in there. Great wildlife blend. There's something else. Looks like seeds in here too. There's some maybe wheat or something though. It's not gonna go to waste. Once they figure out how to get it, they'll get it. We're gonna feed it to them.
They won't eat it for you.
We're gonna feed it to them. Anyway, you got a little something else in there. You got a piece of corn here and there. And something else in there too. Yeah, a piece right there. Oop, I didn't eat him. I'm trying to get my fingers on him. There's a piece of wheat or rye, something in there every so often. And a piece of corn in there. Tell you what, this is a wonderful, wonderful all-around tractor. I done went from there to my disc healers up here with my king scratches on the back to putting my fast hitch back on with the corn planter, planting sunflowers. Knocked the corn planter off. Put my back feet back on for my tire tracks. And put my king cultivators on. Within 10 minutes, ready to go again to something different. What a versatile tractor. Versatile tractor. Fast hitch. Switch implements it within a minute. Click, click, unhook, drop, unhook, hook back up, gone. Even the plow feet. Quick, simple, easy. I'm going to conclude this video. You can see I just took that out of there. The black seeds on there. I mean, I'm not playing no tricks. I didn't even try the flat seed plate. I just looked at them. I laid them in there. I said, that looks like it'll do pretty good. It'll put 2 or 3 seeds to a spot. I said, that's what I want. I said, I don't want them single. That flat plate. I took it with me. I was test drive on it, and I said, more than likely, let me get the camera right here. I said, more than likely, that's going to plant a single. Well, the problem planting a single, this is berry seed. Half of them ain't going to come up. So you want them kind of thick. I was going to whirly bird them. I was going to spread them with my spreader, my cyclone seeder. I got one to go behind the 4-wheeler, and I got two hand ones. I got a push one, and I got one go around your neck. I was going to use the one behind the 4-wheeler. I'm going to get one to go on the back of this tractor. I know where one is at. Just money's tight right now. Put a 1-point hitch. But buddy of mine told me about this, how to do it on 30-inch rows and tighten it down. And I got to looking and thinking and measuring. And I said, well, if I did it on 30-inch rows, I'd still be able to get a plow point in between the rows of some sort. What I mean by plow point, I mean like just some sort of sweep. Just some sort of sweep. Maybe put them on the rear, the big wide sweeps. Maybe those is what I'm saying. Or just some basic points like this here. Take these, put them on a regular shank. Maybe something like that is what I'm talking about, sweeps. Put some sort of sweeps on it just to clean in between the rows. And you possibly could, if you want, I mean, if you got to get over here, you can flip this around, or you can put the shank on, put it on here, wherever you got to put it just to clean the rows out, and maybe put the foot behind the back tire. But anyway, I didn't use the flat sail plate because that I figured that ain't gonna plant but maybe one seed at a time. Well, these here, they're sitting here like this, and they'll pile in there 2, 3, 4 of them at a time like that. If that makes any sense. That bigger hole there, will put down multiple seeds at a time. And that's kind of what I wanted. Because like I said, this is berry seed. A lot of it's not even gonna come up. But this sail plate I use is a CIX 24. This is strictly for the wildlife. Now, I want to touch bases on this real quick. This was in the plan when I got it. And I did some videos, I think last year, of what this thing looked like. It was a yard ornament. It was a total disaster. But we got it running, got it going. But now, I didn't think this flat sail plate will work good on sweet corn because it was more a rounded seed. Was I ever wrong? When I went to Birch Store Tractor to get all my seals and brake bands, and I don't know, I spent $500-600 there. When I went there to get all that stuff, I want a seed plate, took some corn with me. He gave me this plate here, and it fit most of the seed perfect. But I noticed something with this plate. This plate here had a lot of skips in it. Why, I don't know. It had a whole lot of skips in it. And I planted a spot with this plate, and I can tell you, the spacing and the seed spacing and the doubles looked twice as better with this flat sail plate than this round one. But I said if I can use this one on the sunflowers, I'll use it. But look at me, it was doing pretty good. Like I said, I wanted it to kind of thick because it's just for wildlife, because it's berry seed. Most of it's not going to germinate anyway. But I think last year with the cold plant, I had 70-80% stand on it. But anyway, I see some of them got up under there, maybe rubbed it, but that's fine. I'm not gonna use this for corn anymore. I'm gonna stick to this one. This is the one I used last time. It did a spectacular job, whole lot better job than that. I planted some of it out, and some of it, the last piece I replanted. My replanting videos with this plate in there, and it looks tremendously well. I can't wait to get in and cultivate and do a video on it, show you what the distance is on it. All right, well, thanks for watching. This is the farmall 140 185 plant no-till planter. But like I said, I got it set down about it. That red dirt was so fluffy, it was about 1.5 inches depth, what I saw. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Farmall 140, planting sunflowers.